Hello, beautiful souls. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. Pretty much getting the same kind of messages, but we'll see what decides to pop through. So I have a couple of decks out here. We're going to spread them out and get some messages. So when this is calling in your future flame, this is somebody that is already potentially connected to you. Somebody who can be in the near future for you, somebody who could also be currently with you at this time. Take the messages how they resonate with you. So this is a really big deal, a lot bigger deal than a lot of people think. When you need to clear out energetic gunk, right? Think about it as you're eating too much junk food, right? You know you're eating too much junk food and you know you need to eat better. That's what this energy is. This energy is there's too many energetic blocks before you and this person can actually meet. You guys are not on the same vibration at this point in time. So there is a sense of knowing that there is just something bigger and something better out there. I get a feeling here that a lot of you are aware that there is another person that is potentially more in alignment with you, but some of you guys are trying to shut this down. And it seems like a really weird energy to come off of something that says, I sense your fragrance all the time. But what this is really kind of saying is there is a sense of the fact that there's just something else out there and you're ready to explore that. You're ready to see what that is about, right? So this goes right back to the eliminate generational patterns. So family dynamics. I don't think I've ever come across anybody who has said they have the perfect family. There is nobody who has a perfect family, and there's always going to be that one family member that just either grates on your nerves or just says things just to purposely try to trigger you. Now, you can allow that to happen, which will kick off a healing, journey for you, which is fine. Or you can just stay within your own energy, work on your own root chakra and stabilizing yourself. So that way, when anybody, I don't care if it's family, friends, whoever, starts any bullshit, you're like, okay, whatever, here we go again. So a lot of this energy right now is saying that there is a lot of work that needs to be done within ourselves before we're able to meet others on a higher level. I can hear you whispering softly in my ear. So again, this is somebody, and what I get from this is you're being pushed in a direction, and I feel like this is your spirit guides. Can be ancestral guides, but I feel like it's more spirit guides that are pushing you to clear out this generational trauma. Soul connection, reflection. So reflect on your own inner soul. So when you reflect on your own inner soul, right? What is it that you like and what do you not like? Because there's always two sides of the coin, right? So when there's two sides of the coin, you need to look at both sides and you need to usually clean up one of the sides. Let's get one more from this one. You're in my every thought always. So again, I feel like this is a manifestation that you guys have been putting out. You guys have been putting out a manifestation, and how it's reading energetically is you guys are believing that the person that you are either connected to or in separation from is the person you're meant to be with. So you keep putting that manifestation out there to meet this person again, get this person to come back, whatever the case is. However, what's happening is you're calling in somebody who has a similar vibration, but is on a higher elevation, if that makes sense. So you're going to meet somebody who will remind you of that person in some way, but is not that actual person. So let's go over to, now what, Divine Masculine? I've dropped the games, time to get serious. So this is all about getting serious within yourself, right? So when we get serious within ourselves, how much are we willing to put in for healing? How much are we willing to go the distance to have a proper partnership, right? And you guys know that I talk about partnerships versus relationships all the time. Partnerships are the best thing that could ever happen because you know everything about this person because you guys are best friends. You need to be your own best friend, and you need to stop with the illusions of yourself that, you know, everything's fine, everything's great. It's not. If things are not okay, they're not okay. And it's okay to say that it's not okay. That was a little bit of a tongue twister there. So really work on yourself. And work on mastering my addictions. Why do addictions keep coming up? This keeps coming up over and over again. Yesterday we had alcohol, so spirits. So what's happening is there is a major addiction within the current energies for the collective. Now, I've said before, addiction does not just mean alcohol or drugs. It can be anything. I started this off by saying eating too much junk food, right? So that's an addiction right there. Buying too many of this, too many things, shopping too much, being on the phone too much, being on the computer too much, trying to do things in excess. And that's what's coming through with this. If you're doing things in excess, why? What are you trying to compensate for? You're compensating for something. And if you're using it to mask your emotions, why? Why are you masking emotions? Let them flow so that way they can heal. You can't heal if you're going to mask the emotions by addiction. We are so different, but you are the yin to my yang, and I know this. So again, this is balance. Your yin and your yang need to be balanced in order for this divine masculine to come in. It doesn't matter if it's a masculine, doesn't matter if it's a feminine, it's just energy. That's what the deck is called. I don't care. Energy is energy. So know that you need to balance within, and we keep getting these repeat messages. So what does this one need to say? Indecision. Everybody's at a crossroads, which, okay, so if we have addiction going on, we are codependent, right? That's an addiction, codependency. So if you're codependent, you don't know which way to go. You don't know if you need to go to the right, if you need to go to the left. Sit at the crossroads. Sit here and really think about it. Because when you sit and you think about it, and if you can sit in the silence, that's when you will get the answers. I just said that you will get the answers. And here is the door opening wide open from Spirit saying, hi, we're here. Here's the thing about Spirit, right? So we can talk to our guides, we can talk to our, archangels, all that kind of stuff. We need to ask and we need to talk to them. They do not come, yes, they do come to us and they show us signs and synchronicities and all that kind of stuff, but they respect the law of free will. So they stand on the sidelines like cheerleaders, and they will not step in unless you say, hey, Archangel so-and-so, I need help in this department. And then they'll step forward, and they will show you the path. But you need to be open and willing to receive those messages. Let's see what our final message is. Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys believing this? Yin and yang. I mean, how much more perfection in the cards and in the energy can we get? You know, we need to balance our yin and our yang. We need to balance ourselves in order to be able to meet somebody who is on the same vibration as us. We are dropping the old ways of being. This to me is reading as a whole new world. So I've been talking about the collective conscious shift in the earth. Earth is shifting, the earth is moving. We also have to move with it. We can choose not to. We have our free will. But I mean, just in this reading alone, the signs and the synchronicities, addictions, that has come up many times before. Yin and the yang, you know, and then yin and yang hair. Just because I want to. What's another card that's coming out? We were just talking about archangels. So this is all about the heart chakra, right? So where are you shut down in your heart chakra? And are you willing to be open to asking for help? Ask Archangel Raphael to help heal your heart and figure out what it is that you need to do, right? Like, you can write things down. So if somebody has, let me give you an example. If somebody has, let's say, wronged you, or you feel like you've been wronged by, you know, whoever you're with, write that down. You don't necessarily need to journal, but just writing it out. And let's say, what would you say to that person in that moment that you're writing that down, right? Obviously, don't say it to the person right then and there. Just write it down. And then give it a couple of days. And then come back to it. And when you come back to it, how does it make you feel when you read that? Is it something you still feel like you need to get off your chest and you need to tell this person? Or are you like, God, what kind of a mood was I in, you know? If that is the case, then that's where you need to really reevaluate where your morals and your ethics are, and are they still in alignment with this person? Because I really don't feel like they are. And here's my other yin and yang card. Forward movement. So we're moving forward whether or not a lot of you want to or not. And it is definitely, we're balancing out. The black horse and the white horse are going to be together. That's a balance of the yin and the yang. And I'm also drawn to the bird, which is communication. Communication is coming. 7 and the 1 equals an 8. That's abundance and affinity to me. So take that all how it resonates. It just keeps backing itself up every single time I grab a card, that the inner work is the most important. So when we do the inner work, then we will meet with the person that we are not supposed to be with, but will be with. Keep working on yourself, and I will work on myself as well. Be us. So again, that is balancing the yin and the yang. So I cannot pull any more cards that don't say, you know, balance out your yin and your yang. What's masculine saying? I'm beginning to address my old wounds instead of covering them up, right? So we had the addiction, covering them up, covering things up with addiction, covering up the pain, covering up vulnerability, covering up whatever's happened in the past. That is coming to an end. It has to come to an end in order for new beginnings to happen. So I'm going to stop there because we keep getting repeated messages. Actually, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to pull one more card. Hostilities. I like this. This is, where are you being triggered in your own life, and where are you being defensive about things in your life? Because that again goes back to balancing out your yin and your yang. So let's see what else. Yep, we are definitely on a journey. So this is that journey. So when we started with the crossroads, right? No more crossroads. We are going on that journey, and it's up to you which way you decide to go. Hopefully this reading was helpful for you guys. I know it was repeated messages, repeat messages are very important. Keep that in mind. So I don't care whose readings you're listening to. Collectively, anything that's a repeat message is important. And, you know, whether or not you guys decide to take the advice or not, completely up to you guys. You guys have your free will. But hopefully this was helpful for you. And if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful rest of your day.